you and my Liberace. Took the river with your dance. Tearing down the bell, love is gone. Yes, he shut me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce on that shit, can you? Bounce on that shit, can you?
What's up, y'all? Welcome. We got some things to break down and some things to discuss. I'm gonna try to keep it within an hour. We'll discuss Tamar in funky last. All right. So, child, tell me you got drunk by breaking in the liquor store without telling me. So, a raccoon broke into a Virginia liquor store and then passed out in the bathroom, child. Baby, he done opened up and drunk all them drinks and done ran his drunk self to the bathroom after he done got lit and fell out. Turn down for what? All right. So, remember I talked about Monique. Oh, before we get into that, hold on. We got something else to get into that's very, very important. Atlanta, from what I am hearing, is closing 6 of their public school 16, I'm sorry, public schools in the state of Atlanta, the state of Georgia, in Atlanta. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. They are closing down. They say they approved the plan to repurpose 16 public schools, and I'm finna read it to y'all. Let me pull it up, and then we're gonna go into the gerrymandering, and then we're gonna move forward. Oh, and I got one more I want to share too. So Atlantic Public School approves this. I hate when it does this. It gets stuck. Give me a minute, cause the screen be trying to change. Okay. That's why this got darn and better. Hold on, y'all. Why is it frozen? Y'all, it's this ad. Give me a minute. Because I want to. Let me go to CBS. Okay. This is better. Because that ad keep trying to post. Hey, Lyric. Thank you. All right, let's go into this. Okay. So the school board votes to close or repurpose 16 schools under sweeping APS Forward 2040 plan. In highly anticipated vote Wednesday night, the Atlanta Board of Education unanimously approved a sweeping faculties overhaul that would close, merge, or repurpose 16 public schools across the district. One of the largest school restructuring decisions in Atlanta more than a decade. The vote came after an almost 3-hour public hearing where dozens of parents, teachers, alumni, and community members plead with the board to delay or reconsider major portions of the plan. Listen, Atlanta, first of all, y'all get them out of there. They're not doing their job. Get them out. Because they're going right along, and all of this go into stems with Department of Education because they are dismantling Department of Education. And we're going to get a little too into that, and then we're going to move forward. Many express deep fears about school closure in historically Black neighborhoods, the impact on student displacement, and the future of long-standing community institutions. But shortly after 9 p.m., board members unanimously cast their votes in favor of the APS Forward 2040 recommendations, a long-term facility master plan aimed at reshaping the district's footprint in declining enrollment, aging buildings, and shifting population patterns. What the board approved tonight was closing of 16 schools, including several elementary schools with significant enrollment declines, merging campuses and redrawing attendance zones, building or renovating schools in high-growth neighborhoods, repurposing under-enrolled campuses into early learning centers or community serve hubs, shifting feeder patterns across multiple clusters. District leaders say that the changes are necessary as APS faces uneven enrollment, with some schools operating less than 50%, while others are overcrowded. Superintendent Dr. Brian Johnson has repeatedly said that APS can no longer sustain a facilities footprint built for 60,000 students, given the district now serves close to 44,000. So a lot of them are upset because now they're going to have to probably go further out. And some of these parents are basically grandparents and things, are helping take care of children, right? And it's making it harder. Hold on. Now let's go to the Department of Education. We recently talked about them dismantling it and how they're getting ready to. And hold on. Hey, Terry. Let me pull up my screen. And this got something to do with some of these schools closing down as well. So it's not just that, it's the majority of these schools closing down because of they're taking away Department of Education, and your children will now be put in Department of Labor. Thank you, Terry. Hold on, let me share it. So y'all going to see a lot of that. I've said that a lot of these public schools are going to be shutting down because of the funding. And some of these people that are going along with it, they don't have the funds. Trump's latest department moves into target of the agency's most important programs, from Title I to special education to student aid. We break down what's moving and what stays and what's the changes mean for millions of students. Okay, this is nationwide. So basically, they're going to take away, it seems like they're taking away the special ed. And they say while Congress can completely act as federal agency, the Supreme Court has allowed the White House to move forward for now with mass education department layoffs. Walk through me with the changes. This is arguably one of the most significant steps that the Education Department under the second Trump administration has taken to try and fulfill the promise of the president to completely eliminate or dismantle the agency. Now the presidency has encountered a not insignificant numbers of roadblocks in actually trying to fulfill the vow, namely some of his own signature legislations. The one big beautiful bill act put a lot of new responsibilities purview of the Department of Education. Let me tell y'all something, this not gonna work. This not gonna work because nobody's gonna want to be home with their kids. Olivia, this is not gonna work. So imagine you sitting here trying to dismantle the Department of Education, and you want me to tell you how it's not gonna work? Because it's going to affect their children. When they know that their children or grandchildren are affected, they're not gonna want it anymore. So just pay attention to that. Now let me go to Here's Why Kevin, and then I'm gonna share something with y'all, and we're gonna move forward. So the gender mandated map is now in place. The United States Supreme Court has favored in the rule of Texas would allow the state to use new gerrymandered congregational map that will give Republicans 5 new seats. The decision overturns a low court filed ruling by a federal judge who blocked that map. Now, only 3 liberal justices had decided not to do this. So imagine Texas, we have a job to do. Come March, get his rolling chair, him and his chair, his wheelchair out of there. You understand? If we can get him out, if we can get somebody in for us, we can get them in. So they have a special election going on for New Jersey. They have a special election to replace Mickey Sherrill in Congress and have 14 candidates. Governor re-elect Mickey Sherrill officially resigned from the Congress last month, allowing Governor Murphy to schedule his special election to fill her seat as soon as possible. The NJ11 primary will take place on February 5th, 2026, and the general election will be held on October 16th, 2026. So some of your states have different months and days of when they're going to do this. So y'all look into who y'all voting for. Please take y'all butts up there because it does matter. And what I want y'all to do is to, if you are here in the state of Texas, get and wheel his ass out. Okay. Did I send it to myself? There was something I was looking at to where Trump wants to take over Congo. You heard what I said. Trump is sending people over to Congo to take over Congo. He is sending people over there. Let me see if I can find it. He is sending people there to say, "Oh, America can have such this great place in its land and all of this, and they have the resources." He used the word that I've been using, the mineral resources to take over. As y'all know, Congo has some things going on. Trying to see where it's at. Let me go on TikTok because I saw it earlier today. I'm not surprised. I've told y'all about Trump taking over Sudan into Congo with this genocide going on. He wants American business. So this is why he wants South Africa there, and they want to come and go in and to have Americans have businesses there. I'm going to play it.
All American businesses within South African territory and stopped exporting minerals to the United States. This comes just a few days after Donald Trump cut off all funding from the U.S. to South.
Let me see. He wants businesses there. And I said this when he said he wants to go to, hold on. I know I spelled it wrong, but.
On Thursday, President Trump will host the presidents of the Republic of Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo to sign the historic peace and economic agreement that he brokered. On Thursday, President Trump will host the presidents of the Republic of Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo to sign the historic peace and economic agreement.
When I told y'all that lady set them up over there, you're a hater. Barbs, look what we did, and Barbs are to blame. So he didn't sign just a peace. He wants to have American businesses and companies over there. So allegedly, he's supposed to have these people who are presidents of countries that took themselves back to honestly have them come over there so that he can take their minerals in their oil. Minerals in their oil, or Rwanda and Congo. And Rwanda has already has fought for theirs. Let me see if I can pull up what he said, because he mentioned that Ice Cube, I believe, has talked about what the plan was. And let me tell y'all something. This man doesn't do stuff for y'all. This man is doing stuff for him. It don't got shit to do. Let me let this lady play with. And Somalian leaders have endorsed Trump, which I don't know why.
And now he wants to deport them. So if you don't remember, during the election, Somali leaders in Minnesota did a press conference where they publicly endorsed Donald Trump. Now, fast forward to recently, Donald Trump is, doing his press conference on the news, and he's saying that he wants Somali people gone. He says that he does not like them. He says that, I guess, the areas that they live in are poverty-stricken, and, they're not good people. And
this is what he think of Africa. So Nigeria, I don't understand why y'all thought y'all was the top crop of anything, because he's having a great discussion with Nicki Minaj. You should see what he said about Trinidad. Okay, here it is. I found it. Let's play it and we're gonna move on, because we got other stuff. discuss.
To more closely integrate their economies with each other rather than fighting, and they'll be doing that. And these two gentlemen are very smart, and I think they liked each other a lot. I spent time with them. Washington Accords, everybody sort of like that.
So the goal is to go get their stuff and hustle Africa. Take Africa stuff. And it's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be some shit. So I'm just gonna let you know it's gonna be some shit. Y'all about to see how Africans get down soon. All right, so let's move on. Who child? So Iman child. Ooh, honey. So we don't know what's going on with Iman Shapoor lately. Child. We're gonna do him first, then we're gonna go to Monique because I got some insight about Cookie. Miss Cookie Dawn. We're gonna talk about Miss Cookie. We're gonna talk about Iman first. So Iman allegedly was accused of dragging this young lady by her wristed foot after reportedly demanding her to leave his home. So I'm finna play that. So we don't know what's all gonna happen, y'all. Just hold on.
Went into the room.
No. He opened the door.
Or he opened the door.
Oh shoot. What the heck? Hold on, y'all. Is this still okay? Hold on.
So I'm trying to understand. So the grounds of putting your hands on someone or whatever that's unlawful.
The initial story that you told me was you were banging on the door trying to get in the room, and you made your way into the room.
No. He opened the door.
Or he opened the door and he removed you from the room. You told me you were aggressive going into the room.
No. I wasn't aggressive. I was on the phone when I was going into the room. I went into the room. He opened the door. I went inside. We were talking.
That's not what you initially told me. You said that he had another girl in the room and
ask her. I went into the room. I was talking. Okay. I did not hit him. Never did I ever.
I never said you hit him.
Okay, so where is the aggressiveness coming from?
I never said aggressive doesn't mean you hit him.
So you said I was aggressive.
That doesn't mean you hit him, but you told me you went into the room.
Did you call the Roddy?
She was in the room.
So at what point did there become aggression between me and him?
I'm going off the story you said. So
okay, so let's find other witnesses for the story. You said I was aggressive. So how?
I said you went into the room. You upset that he was in the room with the other girl.
No, I wasn't. No. See, you pick and chose what you felt to understand from the story.
Repeat the story.
I said we were talking about another girl. Okay. Prior to this, it's a whole bunch of girls. It's another girl from this. She was on the phone. Not her.
Okay.
It was another girl. And she was on the phone and we were discussing the situation. So when I knocked on the door, and then he opened the door, and we were discussing it. He got upset, obviously, because he wanted to.
Listen, I would have got my stuff and left. I would have went back and left. Girl, we got to talk with everybody. Oh, we got a lot to discuss tonight. It's just a nice little chat talk. I couldn't wait till Lit Live Saturday. I couldn't wait for it. Hey, I couldn't wait for Lit Live Saturday. It wasn't gonna work.
Continue the situation with this girl, so he got upset, not me.
Okay.
I understand the story clear. You want to run back your camera that you have running? Yes, please run it back. Okay. But be mindful of what you're doing. You're a cop. This is your job.
It's all recorded.
Be mindful. So don't make up
anything.
Okay.
It's recorded like you said.
Yes. Is that lawful?
What's a good contact phone number for you, Michelle?
Baby, you should have left. Regardless of the situation, you should have left, and then you should have called him and said he wouldn't let you get your stuff, and they wouldn't let you get your stuff. But that is the house. I think he did keep the house. Is that now? I don't know if they did give him the house that Tiana Taylor had, because it looked like that's the house.
Is that lawful?
Let me look up while y'all listen to that, because I believe
to be dragged by your hands and your feet.
Is there a statute that says someone can't drag you by the hands? I'm trying to understand what you're asking, really.
Okay. That was my question.
What's a good contact phone number for you? All right, and then what's the ETA for the ride that's coming for you?
15.
All right. Do you mind to step outside while we wait for that, please?
No.
So why he got the floors looking like the old home, child?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to step
I'm
outside while we wait for the ride. Miss, can you step outside while we wait for the ride?
It's raining.
It's not raining.
Okay, but I'm in my pajamas.
It's not raining. There's a porch
that he had. I knew they used to be at that house when they were filming. So that's the house that he kept in South Florida, South Fulton in Georgia, that he purchased in 2015. But she got the other houses. Okay.
That's covered right here. This is now my second time asking you.
So you're gonna
lock up.
Yes. Can we step outside onto the porch while we wait for the ride? So this way we can de-escalate everything that's going on here.
Period.
You're telling your story, you're upset, tensions are high. I'm gonna ask that you please step outside with us. Thank you.
I promise you this. No, you can remove it. I promise you gonna be outside in 2 seconds. No, let me stand outside. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it.
At the same time, they don't have to be aggressive. I'm not tripping.
No, let's do it. Let me outside for 10 minutes, 15 minutes until my car comes. I don't care.
Nothing to go left. That's all. Please. Please don't let nothing go left.
We just been standing outside with them, right?
I know, but I just don't. She talking about remove me. Please, bro. I just don't want no bullshit happening here, please.
That man say, I don't want no BS. I just want her out my house. She acting crazy. She gotta go. She said, I'm not leaving, girl. You in Fulton County. They will lock your ass up. Happily. So I don't know why you sitting there thinking that it's a game. They will lock you up. And you, excuse me, how you sitting there till Monday? They're not playing with you.
I know. I just don't want nothing to go left. She need to wait on her ride. She will wait on her ride. Please don't let nothing go left here, bro. I don't want nothing going left right now. I just can't handle it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, outside waiting.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think she called no car.
That man want her out that house.
Oh no, it ain't no way. This one she was playing like. I don't want nobody getting aggressive or nothing, but it's just like.
So the only other option would be to criminally trespass her from the location.
You're doing the same thing. See you in court. On Instagram in the morning.
Well, she left that house, y'all. I don't know if she was supposed to be a girlfriend, stayed over or what. But baby, she won't have herself back at them folks' house no more. And he won't answer, honey. All right, y'all. I got some disheartening news. If y'all like the Brian McKnight before, y'all not gonna like him after this. Oh, Lord Jesus. Heartbreaking. Brian McKnight Jr. says his dying brother asked their father to say, I love you before he passed away from colon cancer. And Brian, bitch ass McKnight, allegedly responded, I can't agreeably tell you I love you. So there's going to be a lot of bitch asses put in this when I read it. Excuse my French. I'm sorry, but he just pissed me off. Because my thing is, how can you not tell your son as he was leaving this earth that you love him? And I hope he hunt him for the rest of his days. Let's continue. This is crazy. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk and shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to all of those media outlets over there. It's no secret Brian bitch ass McKnight has become Public enemy number one for disowning his biological child for his new family at the bottom. That ain't even his son. That's a sister child. But this latest update takes the cake. Earlier this year in May, Brian's son Nico died after a battle with colon cancer. During a recent interview with Mark Lamont Hill, Brian McKnight Jr. revealed that Nico contacted a father shortly before his death, but the conversation didn't end well. And this is why my boy Mark was like, I can't respect this man at all because that's trash what he did. So he said, my brother called me sobbing. Junior said, with all he's going through, looking death in the eye, he tells me, you were right about not calling Dad. Junior went to say that Nico asked their father to tell him that he loved him. To which the disgraced singer, bitch ass, allegedly responded, I can't abridgedly say I love you. Junior said he tried to warn his brother that their relationship with their father was going, but Nico still had hopes things would work out. Brian bitch ass McKnight received a lot of backlash from former fans, leading to canceled shows, mass unfollowing, and more. This latest update adds the growing strains on his already taken career. Don't nobody want to hear none of that music no more. You can't sing about love. Me either. I stopped. You can't sing about love when you ain't even love. First of all, if you can't tell your child that you love your child, that means you don't love yourself. And we see that because that's what came out your sack. So you pick and choose what you thought was going to be the topic and the thing for people. And it ain't work. It ain't work. All right, we finna go to Art Bar. You know, when you a DV victim in shows, let's get into it. So Art Bar watched the Diddy documentary. This the shit she had to say, because we all know she back over there with that man. She started to piss me off. Don't piss me off. Diddy want, when you come home, give your life to Jesus. Go back to your first love. Jesus is the way. Me watching this Diddy documentary shows that a lot of them was cool when stuff was going on. They got balls when Cassie did what she did. Why didn't y'all quit? I'm just asking. Little Rod is a dope producer. He's the only one I'm seeing wasn't with none of it. First of all, Little Rod ain't even win nothing. We know that. But I'm gonna have I ain't even watched the documentary. I'm not watching it. Number one, I'm not watching because y'all know how I feel about Diddy. Number two, y'all know how I feel about 50. And I said that I don't even think his milk is clean. So let's move on. I'm gonna take my time watching it. Cassie is so pretty and looked like she had a lot of good energy. But my question is, why didn't y'all just leave? You took so long getting on the elevator. I would have hit the steps or something, but putting on shoes in front of the elevator, texting, waiting around, baby, no ma'am, you did worse. What I get from watching this part of the documentary is that when when I was in that moment, when it was in that moment, everyone was okay that they wanted to be around, they wanted to be paid. But when Cassie, what she did, everyone was ready to go at him because they tolerated him, but didn't really like him or F with him. Someone saying the same reason why you didn't leave when you got knocked out between the washer and the dryer. Good night. That lady is really slow. Y'all can't pay me to believe otherwise. Sweet Boss say the audacity. Bonnie Blue, it's always the ones who blame themselves for their own abuse. It's not your fault, Art Bar. Just like it's nobody's fault but your baby daddy's, the way he moved. I say, not Art Bar. They ate you up in the comments and I'm out of it. Not the DV victim coming for another DV victim. Yes, the DV victim is coming for another DV victim. So she should be ashamed of herself because we just talked about her. Now let's get into big man boss man. Boss man Lilo is now dating Diamond the Body, and they have gone public their relationship. There were sources that informed that they had been dating quietly for about 2 months and decided it was a perfect time. Now, given to what Diamond the Body showed us, she's a very smart, wonderful girl. But you know, child, look at this. Diamond glad to have that man and her cat with some diamonds. I don't blame her. So, and then Lala Red. Okay, if y'all let me explain who Lala Red is. Lala Red is a corn star. Lala Red is a corn star. At least on our relationship. Okay. So Lala Red decided to come out and say, I really be putting these mofos to sleep. Who next? So Boss Man D-Lo was like, you ain't finna do that in front of my girl. That's my girl. Hold on. So this is what he had to say.
Oh, hey, don't act like y'all don't be tired after y'all get that pussy. Hey, I'm tired of y'all whole playing pussy game though.
Somebody say that's exactly what it give. He was hot and took a bra. I'm done.
Hey, but get what though? Get what though?
Look, I'll put your fucking career on. I'm trying to tell you. Let me put you to sleep next. Look, I'll put your
child. I'ma say this. He just went from a corn star to a baddie. And Diamond the Body know how to use media, so she probably told him go ahead and use it because the people gonna want to see it and they gonna want to hear about it, and that's just that. All right, we got to go to Monique. So Monique did a sit down. Monique done told all the business. So okay, let's go. Okay, so now get your cups ready. Get your cups. So remember we did the Real Housewives of Potomac and how Monique was talking about her situation with, Chris being an a-hole. I figured we all knew that Chris had a little a-hole in him, like it's no shade. So Monique said that her and Cookie is not cool. Now, I thought her and Cookie were cool, but right on the curve, her and Cookie ain't cool. And guess who all ain't cool with Cookie? Guess who all, I don't know if Karen gonna be cool with Cookie when she come home, but guess who all ain't cool with Cookie? Jamie Tyler, Love and Marriage, Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, he had something to say. We're gonna listen to that and we're gonna listen to her interview. Let me take this down. I say, let me save this. So we're gonna listen to her talk about it. I put it on pause. Okay.
Friend that's been on the show, Cookie.
All right, read what he said. He said, hold on, we're gonna go to it, then we're gonna go to the episode. He said, I've been quiet about this topic for 2 years now, and I'm so glad that sociopath has finally been blasted in public by other reality TV fans and talent. We all knew it was her when it happened about the former detective in me wanted that hardcore evidence from a private investigator at the time. Now, 2 years later, she has popped up on Real Housewives of Potomac being pressed and messy once again for fame and clout and started inch with the cast members. She hates on their show and still running fake troll pages on social media to ruin people's images and families. I would like to thank Monique for blasting her and exposing how fake and scandalous that woman truly is. Be careful who you call a friend on these DC streets.
Do you still talk to Cookie? Because that's the person who has been giving the group information about Karen. Oh, she met Karen through me. Yeah, I don't talk to her at all. Jason and I were like great friends. Like we never spent any time outside the studio, nothing like that. As I was going through the whole divorce process, the separation, everything like that, he was giving me this advice that I was like, you have to have been through something to be able to give me this type of advice. We started to have like an amazing friendship outside of work. And I started to learn some things about what he was going through. Mm-hmm. So we connected on that level, him being separated, living in the same house, but people not knowing because obviously he's not, out there like that in reality TV space. Mine was more public. Right. And it was a friendship that was genuinely a friendship that turned very emotionally connected and then it turned romantic. Mm-hmm. And the reason this video is out there right now is because my ex-husband actually leaked it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's tea. Like legit, he has been showing this video to everybody. And
so basically there's a video of Monique out that her husband been showing to everybody. Continue.
The bigger question is, how did he get it?
So off the cloud.
The cloud? No, he actually got it from a former friend of mine. Jason and I were like,
and she's talking about Cookie. That's why
great
she
friends.
left the show.
Like we never spent
the show.
Oh, she's best friends with
she had an issue with Carlos.
friend that's been on the show, Cookie. She and I stopped talking years ago.
The infamous Cookie child. You know,
Yeah,
I watched Cookie.
Yeah,
She was in and out of that party.
Listen, and it's
So I think we're gonna do a backtrack. I'm gonna see if I can find this interview, and we're gonna do a recap Saturday. That's gonna be our Lit Live Saturday. This gonna be the recap Saturday. It could be tomorrow Saturday. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want it tomorrow, if y'all want it Saturday. But basically, there was a former friend that released some videos out, and Chris went around showing it. And the divorce was a whole mess.
It's really interesting because it initially got leaked on one of her very well-known fake Twitter pages.
Yep.
So yeah, everybody knows.
I can't believe you're back on this show, girl.
I know.
It's so much already.
There's a friend that's been on the show, Cookie.
So she has numerous. So allegedly she had numerous media page. So I would like to give my let me put this out there because I did talk crap about Stacey, and I was like, nah, Wendy, you ain't right. Wendy, you was right. Okay, you was right to add Cookie as a suspect. Stacey, I see why you don't like Cookie. Okay, all right. Sharice, you still on my suspect list. All right, y'all. Before we get to Todd and Candy, because it's so sad. We're gonna finish with it. So she did another interview, and she said Cookie told everyone she was sleeping with Chris Samuels and claimed Chris only stayed with Monique for the kids. So shout out to the girls are fighting, honey. So she posted this. Let's get ready to play this, and then we're gonna get the funky.
And she is a person who I cut off along with my ex-husband while we were still married. So she was spreading all kinds of rumors saying that she was having an affair with Chris years ago.
What?
So Chris, yes. So
Cookie.
Chris, yes. And she's
in the cookie jar.
Wait, she made that up? There was no
Not Auntie Cookie.
truth to it?
So she was telling people that she was having an affair with my ex-husband, who was my husband at the time. And she said the only reason he was staying is because of the kids. She would tell people these things. And then we found out. Me and him called her, put her on speakerphone, and we said, listen, we're not fooling with you. We just had a crazy situation with a former friend, and the people who have told us this are credible people. We don't know why you're saying this, but we're done. So to my surprise, I come around and they're like, yeah, Chris and Cookie. I'm like, wait, what is happening?
Was it surprising to you that he still messes with her?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was completely caught off guard, and I did not know. I didn't understand how this connection happened again.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, why is Chris calling Cookie? Why? I don't know. And she's a person who
I don't know how this gonna unfold, honey, when it comes to the reunion. But just know, Real Housewives of Potomac reunion is gonna be off the chain, baby. It's gonna be off the chain. So I want y'all to make sure y'all ready and get ready. All right, let's move forward because one of mine gonna be really, really low, real low. Okay. All right. So there's information out that Funky Dineva spilled some tea with Todd. So from what I'm hearing, Candy found out that Todd was talking to multiple women. Yes, Mama Joyce was right. Candy found out Todd was talking to multiple women. And she did a post yesterday where she was asking for everybody to pray for her. You know, she didn't want these things to come out. And it's disheartening to hear the things that he said within their marriage and things of that nature. Now, allegedly, it's supposed to be he has a woman that has a baby on the way. I don't know. And she found this out just like everybody else. But it is said, hey. Thank you. But from what I'm hearing, that they said that Candy reportedly discovered Todd was communicating with other women behind her back, filing for divorce. She had no idea. She didn't find out till the day that it was multiple women, and allegedly one may be with child. Okay, we're gonna play. This is bad, y'all. I never thought.
Couple things. Y'all can stop.
So wait, hold on. Let me go on here to reality cap. Let me pull that down. Now, allegedly, hold on. What's going on with Young Famous in Africa? We're gonna have to take a pause. Hold on.
So this post is for my people that watch Young, Famous, and African on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, binge watch the last.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that after this, and then we're gonna jump into. Well, before we go into funky, hold on. So
this post is for my people that watch Young.
Y'all go watch Young, Famous, in Africa. But Baba, yes, girl. Speaking of cheaters, Baba, you are my African queen, has been going through it with his new wife because he left. What's to call it? But you know what? Karma is a B. All right, we finna go back because he sat there and left my girl for no reason, and in the end, he deserved better.
Let's do a.
So. Funky, now I'm back to Funky Dineva. Funky Dineva said that Todd had a vasectomy, so there's no baby in the woman. Todd was allegedly messing with name starts with the H. He also warned the woman to get low because the internet will figure it out. He ain't lying. He done gave us an initial of who this woman is. The internet is going to figure her out. All right, let's play.
Couple things. Y'all can stop it with the Todd got somebody pregnant rumor. Todd had a vasectomy very early on in their relationship. Okay. That's a little bit of tea. I don't know if I was supposed to tell that or not. Todd ain't got nobody pregnant.
Huh? Wait a minute.
Now,
early on in the relationship. So Funky, you got to elaborate for me because you said he ain't got nobody pregnant, nobody but Candy. Okay. So who was he messing with early on in their relationship that once he got the vasectomy that he let it hang loose and sling around and drop and they spread it wide, he drop on in there. Let's continue.
Todd was around somebody's house.
Huh?
Okay.
Ooh.
And I got her pictures.
What?
I know where she stay.
Funky, who is it, girl?
And I know her name.
Who?
But I don't want to bring no extra stress and duress around Candy house. So I'ma hold it. Her name start with an H. You home wrecking whore. Because I want you to know I know who you is. And here's the thing. If I know who you are, and if the information got to me, it's only a matter of time. I'm giving it.
All right, pause. This is a sidebar. I just read on something. So the gender Mandarin that I was just talking about, Republican map, they're only allowed till 2026. So remind you. Yeah. And Letitia James, remember who they tried to indict? She's not being indicted. Ha ha, we gotta win, but don't worry. 2026 come, that Mandarin ain't gonna matter. All right, let's continue.
By next Wednesday, before your face is plastered all over the internet. So, Miss H, you might want to get your ducks and your story in a row.
Please.
Because the way the internet is finna come eat you alive over Candy Burris, you gonna wish you never even winked.
I want to know who it is.
At that man. Okay? Now, out of respect, with a K and not a T, out of respect, I ain't gonna want to be the one to break it because I don't know what all going on around them people's house. And I don't want to add no extra stress around this lady house. Plus, I already done broke the internet this week. I don't need to break the internet no more. Let somebody else break it. But the people is saying Candy reportedly discovered that Todd was communicating with women behind her back before filing for divorce, and she had no idea. And the headline, according to the way the information done flooded out my email box, the headline ain't lying. No. Let's do a couple things.
Child. All right, after Funky, I got something else that's gonna make y'all be like, what? So keep y'all cups in your popcorn. Whew, I just found something else out. I'm gonna share it, okay? So basically, let's go to Mr. Dineva, honey, child. So y'all know Tamar put out. I'm here. Okay, this food is getting worse. This food is getting worse. Okay, I hope it died down a little. Tamar put out a cease and desist. She said, this summer I poured my heart into Heartbreak Retrograde, a project that includes a 6-song EP and a short film. Seeing it reach number 1 on the iTunes R&B charts and top 20 overall had meant the world to me and my team. Your support has been incredible. That's why it's been especially painful to watch a hurtful and completely untrue utter rumor spread online this week, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. Let's be clear, this is a lie. It's sad that the moment that you achieve something meaningful, some people choose to respond with gossip and sensualism. These rumors don't just touch me, they touch our families, our kids, our loved ones, the people who never asked to be dragged into nonsense. Had hope. Now that we mourn it from those who claim to report responsibly and love our people. As for me, I'm letting my lawyers do the work for me. I'm staying focused on what I love, creating, storytelling, making music, films that matter. If you haven't heard Heartbreak Retrograde yet, I hope you'll give it a listen. And thank you again for lifting us so high on the charts. Tamar E. Breast. It's Tamar E. Seen Breast, all right? So a lot of people call this BS, and a lot of people was like, listen, I done had some issues with Tamar. Tamar did this to me, the same thing to me, and I believe that she does this to everybody. And I said, well, I said, who, girl? Like that. And they were just saying, yeah, we had it happen. I ain't gonna say no name. But yeah, hold on. Oh, she's still alive. Real deep. Okay, I'm gonna be back tonight though. But I'm trying to work this out so I can bake my cookies. I should have baked it for this. So Funky went live and he talked about Tamar. And this is what he said. I'll fast forward. Okay, here we go.
So we're gonna have to hold that story for a whole nother day. But y'all see how people do. Y'all want me to do the Tamar story first, or y'all want me to do it last? Because I had it to do last. But I guess we might as well go ahead and do it at the top of the show and just get it over with, huh? Y'all want me to do it at the top?
Shout out to my Florida bro right here. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't argue with Florida people. It don't never end well.
Or y'all want me to do it down to the bottom?
I should have baked my cookies for this. They said he can do it, so we're gonna fast forward.
We walked through and that was the end of it. Coming back, he got pulled out the line again for this thing. I was like, what is the problem? He said, I don't have a real ID. I said, what do you mean a real ID? I'm looking at your ID. He was like, it has to have a star on it or whatever. Now, I remember in Florida when they went to the star situation, whenever you went and got a license, you just automatically got the new license. Same thing here in Georgia. I guess there are some states that gave you the option of getting a regular ID or a real ID, but for people now who don't have a real ID, they're going to start charging y'all $45 in 2026. Administrators at TSA announced on December 1st.
We finna fast forward.
Beginning February 1st, 26. You knew what you was doing. And him touching on you, it sound like it's you. We going to say that didn't happen? And he was drinking and talking in her head, claiming rumors about an inappropriate relationship to scare me. Because if that's the term that we're going by, inappropriate relationship, the person is claiming that you had an inappropriate relationship. If that's the thing that we're hanging on to, then baby, you Mr. Walker, you don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper, because the relationship was extremely inappropriate. And I knew that this is how you was gonna play it. So now we finna take it all the way back to the very beginning. I knew this was how you was going to play it. And let's be very clear here. If y'all remember when the situation first broke, and about the whole mouth stuff. And I said, and the only reason you dropped that video is because, and I said, I ain't gonna do it to you. Y'all remember that? I said, and the only reason you dropped that music video real quick like this was because, and I said, I ain't even gonna do it. The reason you dropped that music video as quickly as you did is because people had spotted y'all ass, okay? Inappropriate relationship. Well, you tell me, Tamar, if it's appropriate or inappropriate when we're sitting at Ruth Chris and he's rubbing in between your thighs, in between your dress.
Huh?
Mr. Walker, her attorney, you let me know if that's appropriate or not appropriate, because you were sitting there. Let me move over. You were sitting there and he was drinking and talking and he was touching in between your legs, and rightfully so. Now, let me give her this. You pushed his hand and was like, stop. But you know that cute little stop that y'all girls do? And he kept leaning in. He kept leaning in and whispering, and he would rub in between her legs again, and she would push his hands off again, real cute, like real 16-year-old, like. Let me know if that's appropriate or inappropriate as a male co-star. And I'm going to tell you something. I just thought about something, and I thought about this in the very beginning. I'm the fool in this situation.
Why are you the fool, Funky?
I am the biggest fool in this situation because now it's all making sense. I'll never forget calling my best friend Quisha, and I said, you know, XYZ is going on, and I can't understand for the life of me why Tamar is doing this in front of me. I remember saying that. I remember saying, you know, me and her are just getting to know each other, and she got this stuff going on with Mendices, and she know I'm a YouTuber, and she know I'm a blogger, and I'm curious to know if she's doing all of this because she want me to go tell it. You know what I'm saying? And now that I look back at all of it, I really do feel like it was a scheme that you set up to put me in this position to do it. I also remember overhearing when I got to the video shoot, I walked in, it was you and Nivea was already there, L'Oreal was there, and y'all kept making references to, oh my God, Tamar, when this come out, it's gonna break the internet. It's gonna break the internet. Now, let's get back to the notion of inappropriate behavior, okay? So we've got him playing up your thighs in Ruth Chris. I don't know if that's inappropriate or not. We're gonna have to let Mr. Walker or the rest of the lawyer, or I'm gonna have to call Annalise Keating and let her decide. I will say this, the simple fact that when we would leave the Four Seasons, and when we got to V12, and when we would leave Ruth Chris, the fact that when we was at Four Seasons, you and him bent around that corner because them girls was out there that saw y'all, and that softly made the blogs. Them girls saw y'all. The fact that you was hiding behind that stairwell until that car came up, that would probably suggest that what y'all was doing was inappropriate, because if it was platonic, why wouldn't all of us just walk right on outside into the car? When we went to the V12, man, and they lit up all the candles and stuff, Mendices was outside behind us. He beat me there. So if it wasn't inappropriate, then why isn't Mendices and his friend in the video with us doing this? And matter of fact, okay, because since you getting your ducats in a row, I got to go ahead and get mine in a row. Because, see, we forget that night at V12, there were several people, celebrity friends included, that were up in that section that witnessed what was going on, as well as the harem of girls. So this is the first thing we're going to do. If you were one of the people that were in that VIP section at V12, who saw Tamar Braxton tipsily or drunkenly sitting in Mendices' lap in a very flirty manner, please email me at funkydineva@funkydineva.com. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you were with those group of females that was at the Four Seasons that night, when they was trying to hide behind the columns before the valet people brought the car, if you was one of those people that saw them that night as well, please email me at funky.neva@funky.neva.com because I would like to talk to you. The next thing, let's talk about this in terms of being inappropriate. And Mr. Walker, down to the law office, you're going to want to write this one down because I heard this one with my own ears and saw it with my own face. And I was really concerned. I was like, why is this lady doing this in front of me? Tamar, you going to sit up in my face. You going to sit up in my face with your 3 faces and tell me that you and Mendeecees did not have a conversation at that table in Ruth Chris about him putting out a statement about him and Yandy not being together no more. We really gonna do that? And he said he did a version of the letter on ChatGPT. And then you started laughing back and was like, no, you got to go back and rewrite it to kind of make it sound like it's you. We going to say that didn't happen? We going to say that didn't happen? We going to sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your...
Now, wait a minute now, Funky. Now, wait a goddamn minute now. Thank you. Now, wait a goddamn minute now. Now, hold on. You telling it all. Let's continue.
Thighs at that roof, Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom. That the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He's just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show. They not married. That's what we gonna do. We gonna pretend like at that video shoot for the video,
he was
the band.
Now, remind you, Funky was supposed to be in that video. Funky had a role in there where they had a conversation about it, and he was talking to her. They were cool. She took Funky out the video. Now, that I'm not going to lie about, because when we saw the trailer, he was in there. The trailer was deleted with him in there, and he was in there. His part was gone. And yes, he was there at that video shoot. Yes, he was there.
That room was right there. The living room area with the one seater chair was there.
He was there.
All of us had.
He had a role for L'Oreal. Before she met with L'Oreal about it, it was supposed to be her and Funky first. Then it was L'Oreal. Then it was her mama. Funky was cut out.
Been drinking the entire video shoot. We gonna pretend like you was not sitting in his lap with them booty shorts on and them 2 new big old titties you just purchased.
Oh, wait
with the shirt split down like this.
She got new titties? I thought it was I didn't. Okay.
Is that what we finna do? Is we finna pretend like you wasn't sitting in his lap like this? He was sitting down. You had your leg crossed like this, sitting on his lap with them 2 tig old biddies like this, and we was all drunk. That's what we doing? That didn't happen? Or maybe it did happen, but that don't qualify as inappropriate behavior. Okay? Or what about the part when we left the video shoot all drunk and we all went to help you take the boxes and stuff back up to your house, and he walked right on in there in your house and got on the sofa and got under the cover, bitch, like he was very comfortable laying there. You gonna tell me that didn't happen?
Oh my God.
Now Vince was there because Vince came out and said hello to everybody. So I'm not alluding that nothing freaky happened, but Vince was there. We walked upstairs. His drunk ass went straight to your sofa and went straight to that cover, and he did it in a very familiar manner, like he had done did it before, or like he had done left that cover there before. Are we saying that none of this happened? Or are we just saying it's appropriate? I'm just trying to figure out what the basis is of the legal facsimile that you don't put out on the internet and what your lawyer people supposed to be calling to talk to me about. Okay, because baby, you ain't the only one that got lawyers. You ain't the only ones that's lawyered up. And the funny thing about it is you gonna really gag, bitch. Because you ain't the only one that got lawyers on the line. One of your favorite lawyers reached out to me this morning. The white one you used to fuck, bitch. Okay.
Now, I heard allegedly JR went to another content creator / influencer at the time when she gave her a cease and desist a long time ago, JR was the one that gave it out. So everybody was starting to realize, allegedly, that she was using JR to send out cease and desist to everybody. This is allegedly, okay? That's not my opinion, okay? But that's what I heard. Now, he not lying, because there's a lot of lawyer girls in Atlanta that do not like her and they don't fluctuate with her. That's what I heard, okay? Atlanta pretty small when it comes to certain things. And there's a lot of girls, like you got the reality star girls, you have the, it's a group of girls, like I told y'all before, when it comes to Moneta and all of them. So the group of reality star girls, most of them are, singers. They all, mid-seas, kind of mid-sea kind of thing going on with the celebrities in Atlanta, right? I mean, people work with people, they know people, they be in rooms. That's what happened. He's been in rooms with other people as well. So it's very, very mixy, like, right? Okay. Nene just got back cool with Tamar. I ain't heard too much of anybody, but I can say this. I can give y'all this. The only person probably gagging is Tamar, because she said it. Now, there are some girls allegedly that do not like Tamar that are calling, that do want to take up for if it goes any further for that. But a lot of people feel like she's just using this because Megan Thee Stallion did.
I got them all on the line, baby. Everybody is on the line. I got a whole harem of black females that hate your ass, that's attorneys, in my inbox ready to go. Not to mention the ones I keep on my own. So I'm trying to decide who I'm going to hire. I might just hire all of them, starting with the white man who you used to give all your loving to, and let him handle it, since he knows your ass inside and out. What you want to do? What you want to do? Baby, I ain't never been scared of you. I've been told you leave me alone. I've been told your motherfucking ass to leave me the hell alone.
Gotta add, hold on. Okay, Rihanna, I'm gonna be over there, girl.
And then if y'all notice, the statement got less to do about the gossip and more to do about the album. I feel like a big dumbass right now. I really do. Because I feel like...
Now, I also heard that Yandy had said a plethora of times that Tamar does not like her. And when I heard that, then it was like, well, how can she sit here? But y'all don't see the play, because he just promoted Yandy new movie she got coming out. I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself, and I'm going to wait till I see how it play out. But I really believe Yandy knew what the deal was. And it was like, yeah, bitch, you thought wrong. Because maybe to Yandy, it was like, yeah, I got your man. I don't care for him, but at least I got him, because I know, I don't like you, girl. But then when Yandy was like, because y'all heard what she said on Love and Hip Hop, that was me. But then it's giving, if I could finesse this nigga to do this. Y'all got to understand they both Pisces. Let's just be clear. If I can finesse him to do this, yeah, we can do this. I'm just saying, that's my thought, allegedly. But if it play out like that, just remember who told y'all first.
You roped me into all of this for this moment to promote that damn album. It's all making sense to me now. It's all making sense, because the way you were overly flirty and the way you and Zoe kept trying to probe me with questions, with stuff with Mendices, I really feel like you were setting me up to tell it, and my dumb ass fell for it. My dumb ass fell for it. But bitch, since I'm falling on the ground and I can't get up, bitch, we telling it all. Sure did. And you left out the V12, left out of there, got in that black car, sat all in his lap, and y'all was kissing all up to 75, 85 until we got back to your house. You gonna tell me that didn't happen? You gonna, I mean, what's...
Wow.
If it's a video shoot and he a co-star, then the relationship should have been on the set, and that's it. We hung out on 3 separate occasions where it's just supposed to be me, you, and maybe Zoe and the makeup people, and here comes Mendices. And here y'all come sniggling and giggling in the corners. It's sneaking in and out the restaurants. And him touching on you. And y'all having lovey-dovey, flirty conversation. You finna really sit up here and tell me I didn't see this with my own 2 eyes? Mr. Walker, he deposed to me. Mr. Walker, anytime you ready to depose me, come on.
With a cease and desist. You forgot that part.
Mr. Walker, you're going to need to go down to the Four Seasons. You're going to need to go down to I'm going to help you, Mr. Walker.
Oh, shit.
You need to go down to the Four Seasons and ask them to delete the video footage from the night when Tamar had on the blue denim dress that had the puffy shoulders and the skirt here. Because that's the night all those girls saw her at ballet and her and Mandisi's trying to hide behind it.
Wait a minute. There is a picture. There was something going around at the V12. I remember that. It was a cute little number, by the way. I remember that. I remember.
Column. I'm going to help your case, Mr. Walker. Matter of fact, I might pull my credit card statement and let you know exactly which date it was. The dress was blue on that day. The dress was army fatigue green on the day we was down to the roof, Chris, and he was rubbing in between her thighs, and she was talking about, stop, stop. Okay, girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And Mr. Walker, I hate that this lady done went and got you involved in this mess, because all it's gonna be is a big old case of he said, she said, and I'm not backing down. You can't tell me what I didn't see and what I didn't hear. You cannot tell me what I did not see and what I did not hear. You old called a law ass bitch.
Oh my God.
Everything they say about your ass is true. You don't went up and stirred up all this motherfucking confusion, all because you wanted sympathy, going around lying, talking about the top of your damn mouth done fell out. Do you see how one little cry for attention on the internet has turned into all of this? When all you had to do was take your pie-faced ass on L'Oreal podcast, all you had to say was, I hung out with some friends that night. When I got home, I went through my normal routine. I passed out. Instead, you wanted to be shady. I went to a friend's party. I threw a friend a party. Yes, bitch, I'm mad because you're lying. Because you insist on being the victim in this situation. And for all of y'all out there talking about, she didn't never say his name. She didn't never say his name. She didn't have to say my name. When you know you're one of the main characters in the story, your name don't have to be said. You knew what you was doing. And you trying to be the perpetual victim that you love being. You not finna paint this narrative that, oh, you just went out your way to do so much for this friend and this friend betrayed you. Baby girl, if anybody was betrayed in this situation, it was me, who ended up being collateral damage in your antics, your reindeer games, and your bullshit. So I'm here to tell you and Mr. Walker, bring it on, bitch. And you better bring it damn strong. Bring it on. Because you ain't finna fucking sit up here and tell me what the hell I didn't see and what the fuck I didn't hear. Baby, I already got two people that me and you know in common that I can call on the line right now to vouch for your ass sitting in his lap at B12.
Child.
So play it how you want to play it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But I think it'd be in your best damn interest to leave me the hell alone. I don't told you. I don't told you I'm not.
A lot of this stuff is such a Florida thing. Leave me there. Shout out to fucking Dineva. It's the fact that I understand what he said and how he said it, because he's being easy on her. Funky ain't take it to hell yet. I'm telling y'all, he ain't taking the hell yet. He's very easy on her.
Them other punks you used to being around. Girl, it take more than a little piece of letterhead to scare me.
Oh,
It take more than a little piece of letterhead to scare me. And baby mama ain't never been no dummy. Baby, my assets, and my money tied up in so many damn trusts and different investments, girl. If you're lucky to get anything, it'll be off this rush card that got $55 on it. Good luck, bitch. Okay?
Now he don't put it on the rush. I'm done.
Leave me alone, lady. And you know what? You're right. It is unfortunate that other people's families and whatnot get affected by this situation. I hate whatever this may have caused for Yandy and her family, because Yandy already catching all types of hell down to the love and hip hop, so on and so forth. And I feel bad about it. But on the flip side of things, Yandy, I want to apologize to you if you getting caught up in this. But at the very end of the day, Yandy, it also ain't my responsibility to protect you. It's your man's own. Okay, let that be perfectly clear. Yandy, I don't have nothing against you. All the children that's involved, all the families involved.
Kids with the storyline of Love and Hip Hop. Oh, you not my. Oh, she is a dirty dog. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna wait. I see the story play now. It's starting to make sense because, like I told y'all before, everybody hang out. Everybody cool. I'm not sure if Rashida is still cool with her because of the fallout between Tiny and Toya with that person. And Candy. Okay, I'll let it play out.
I hate that children and families is involved. Don't nobody want defects involved in this shit like this, but it ain't my job to protect nobody, children, or their damn family. It's Tamar's job to protect her children and her family, and it's Mandisi's job to protect his children and her family. And it would have been her job. It would have been her best job, the best job she ever would have did had she left me the fuck alone. But now you want to keep poking and poking and poking and digging and digging. And at the end of the day, Tamar Braxton, people are now seeing your ass for who you are. Okay? You home wrecking whore.
Damn.
All right? Allegedly.
Okay. I'm not going to laugh.
That's why Michael Malden wife was finna whoop your ass. Allegedly. Tawanda already got on the thing and said you messed with Tony Braxton, man, back in the day, allegedly. Then you all up on the stage, all behind Birdman, allegedly. Girl, you knew exactly what you was doing. You knew what you was doing, and you knew it was wrong. Because several times, several times, Tamar, I looked you in the face and said, girl, but he married. You was like, he not married. I said, so they just doing it for the show. And you was like, yeah, he say they just doing. We've had conversation about what y'all had going on, girl. So I'm confused about which part of the statement that you wrote on Mr. Walker letterhead is you being accused of inappropriate behavior. Either I got inappropriate listening or my barometer for what's inappropriate is broken.
Child, they say take my phone.
He deposed to me, okay? But I am ready, Mr. Walker. Oh, Mr. Walker. If you good as them people said you is down there to the law school, Mr. Walker, you'll find me and you'll get me whatever appropriate paperwork or whatever the case may be, and we could sit down and talk about it, and then we could really finish spilling it all publicly, bitch, because it still ain't even all spilled. I'm still holding on over here. I'm still over here trying to protect what little bit of damn dignity you got left about yourself. Leave me alone, girl.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, this is Dope Tech from Wix.
You think all them damn people in that room when you was sitting on that man's lap and it ain't no pictures? You think in V12 when you was sitting on that man?
If y'all been in Atlanta, V12 is one of the biggest Like when y'all go to Atlanta downtown, y'all see all the people standing out the line outside and stuff waiting to get in. That is V12. V12 is one of the biggest clubs. I think that's V12. Let me make sure, because this one of when they standing out there. V12 is one of the biggest places that people go to, celebrities and all. Yes. They have food and all. Yeah, that's on Spring Street. Everybody going there. It's $50 to $100 per person to get in. And if you are not Atlanta socialites or with anybody that has a name, you're not getting in. But their food is wonderful. Yeah, I was supposed to. I think that's the one I said I wanted to go to. They have like the birthday bashes every month for everybody.
Some of them girls wasn't sitting back like this, taking videos and pictures.
You don't start Southwest egg roll.
Did you think the people was dumb enough not to take no pictures?
I want to go. I need to go back.
You met your mics today, bitch.
It's a club where, if y'all ever been in Atlanta, it's a club where everybody be outside, child. You be like, dang, that's a line. That's V12.
Leave
the parking garage.
Me
Street.
Alone. Mr. Walker, don't you send no shit around here to my house.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Now, I done damn told you. Talking about, let me read. Hold on, nigga. This bitch done made me mad. Baby, we finna sit here for the whole hour. This bitch don't say, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. Since when is rubbing in between somebody's legs appropriate? Since when is kissing somebody else's man in the Uber appropriate? All of this shit was dead.
It really was dead, y'all.
First,
right. Y'all can go watch what was said, the rest of it. But he was right. It was dead because remember, that was this summer when all of that happened. Mercury retrograde came out and it started a buzz. Now, they have been arguing. And arguing they have been. The arguments were a little intense. Because I'll sit here, we'll go to 2 hours and I got something else to report after this. Yes, I'm coming back at 7:30. I was gonna say the Romika thing for tomorrow. Baby, after this, no, I cannot. So the information that we just got. Child, honey. So let's start from here. So
since you want to be like this, let's be like this. Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendices had in front of me. Okay. All of that, your short and your booty shorts sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time.
Let me go to the post. So he said, let me find the post. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me go to the thing. She came out and said this. And I was just like, why did you say that? Why? So she said, hold on, let me see my screen now. And again, no tea, no shade. It didn't work. And then she was like, because I remember when she was like stream Mercury retrograde and all this and that, right? So he said it absolutely did work. You're the laughing stock of the whole internet. He said they're all laughing at you, Common. What didn't work was that bogus statement you released on that letterhead, just wasting that lawyer man good paper, laughing out loud. No one believes you and everyone sees you the common attention seeker that you are. Y'all see how she can't just leave it alone? Too busy trying to get the last word. Let it please go sing or sneak around with somebody else, man. Whatever you do, just leave me alone. Listen, I don't know how this gonna end, y'all. I really don't. I really don't. I don't like it, but I mean, what can you say? It was coming. She has fallen out with a lot of people. We don't know what's going on. And one of her friends was saying, listen, I don't know what's going on, Tamar, but right now we just need you to sing and focus on your music because we ain't had no good album out in a very long time from her. And not to sit here and do all the things that she is doing. And we never asked for that. And she needs to get herself away from that man immediately. And I immediately agree. Now, before we go, we have one more thing I want to say. Shout out to Cow Neighborhood Talk and all their workers over there, bloggers, journalists, all of them. I'm not gonna say workers, bloggers, and journalists. So, child, honey, Candace Owens shares a personal text. Listen to this. I don't know what's going on. The tea just be spilling out. Now, allegedly, they said that she was supposed to be meeting with Turning Point at one point. Well, honey, I don't know if that meeting gonna go well. I don't know what the hell Candace Owens got going on, but this is just too damn much. Girl, you sat here and called the black community this and that. It was caping for them folks, cooning, dancing, and shook jiving for them over there. Now you realize they don't like you, and now you trying to shook, drive, and caping and trying to give us tea over here. And I told y'all when she had an issue with that man that is not in that chair, that she was not gonna be cool with them people. Let's get to it. Candace shares personal text from Charlie Kirk about going on a date with a woman who was not his wife.
Charlie going on dates and the girls they liked and me always being the wing woman and him asking. This text message is one of my favorite text messages between me and Charlie when he was getting ready to go on a date. And, you know, he didn't date many people and he was just kind of in love with this girl. And he was asking me, should I wear this? And this is the text message. It's so sweet. He said, do I have to change this shirt? And I wrote back, yes. And throw it away if you can, Charlie. And he writes, okay. So I'm going to miss Charlie going on dates. And
Candace, we didn't ask for this damn information. He might not pop up face to face. But
the girl they liked and me always being the wing woman.
Candace, I got a question for everybody. What the hell is this? Child,
I'm gonna miss
comments don't
Charlie.
So somebody say, I don't know what year the texts are from, but this is messy. So now she referring to allegedly he was cheating. So this the comment. Somebody say she was in love with that man. Somebody said laugh out loud. She's been going hard nonstop since his death. Clearly, which is crazy because he didn't say black woman. He did say, because didn't he say black woman were done? I need to see them text messages up close because I don't see no time and date on it. And then she got his picture saved, y'all. That's some weird ass shit. Laugh out loud, he did several times. Honey, I don't know. I'm trying to find it. I don't know what the hell she's trying to do, but this shit ain't working. Candace, you trying to tap? I had to think because I'm trying to find the words to say, baby, you done tap-toe your dance around them folks over there. You told them folks you was coming to see them. And what's giving crazy to me is, girl, you sitting here trying to come on over here. Baby, it's all right. Stay where you just stay right in that lane that you at because so they say she declined going to Turning Point. She's not going to Turning Point. And then I guess that's when she decided to do this. So now she's saying that she got a hit. I don't know if you got a hit out. You shouldn't be saying this. First she said she accepted the Turning Point invitation. Now they saying she declining it. So she a warn the man. I don't know what's going on. So now she's saying if they talk, it won't be. I don't know. Y'all go watch. I'm not tap dancing with this heifer. I'm sick of the tiptoeing tap dancing. Girl, if you got something, just spill it. Just spill it. Let me tell you something. Candace needs some great ratings right now. And if she have a conversation with them folks and them folks and all that and start all this mess, it will give her the ratings she needs with her show. We're not gonna act like she's not, child. I'm not following that mess. I've been told y'all when she said here to tell y'all, yeah, vote for him. And now all of a sudden she's saying, oh, he did this and that. I told y'all, last year she started this. The 2024, and when I said she not gonna do this, y'all, something ain't right. Too many people that were tap dancing ain't tap dancing. They trying to prove a point. Some of them tried to come back and tap dance. They ain't tap dancing no more. Something ain't right. I didn't lie to y'all, and now we see. Child, I'm finna end it. I'll be back at 7:30. We're gonna cover some. I don't know if y'all seen it, but we're gonna cover the Romika meats. And we're gonna make my cookies and fix me a little dinner, honey. We're gonna come back, and that'll be my live for today. We'll be live tomorrow, but we're going to come and talk about the new details that were found into the case. So I'll see you guys at 7:30. We're going to listen to Tia. She explained it. I will see y'all at 7:30. It's heartbreaking. And the details of why Holly did not come home today. I'll see you guys at 7:30. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Later.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night.